Getting there. Getting there. Almost there. Oh my god, yes, we're live. Almost getting the stuff. Getting the deals. Come on. Come on. Want to. In 2 minutes. Come on. There we go, baby. Okay. Alright, so got another shoutcast. It's going to be controversy versus Epochal. But we're waiting on just one thing. I believe it's Cannibal. Take a dope. He was complaining about it. He was blaming the coffee. I think Cannibal had to make a run to the freaking toilet. Just saying. So that, at this point, all we're waiting on is Cannibal. The Cannibal Cadaver. But that shouldn't take long. It's been at least 4 minutes since I was told to hold on a second. So unless he's in a real bad way, he should be back here pretty. I'm just waiting on a message from Icy. Icy-Hein. But I hope everybody's doing well this fine Sunday night, and hope everybody's enjoying the matches that are going on. Let's see here. Get my stream. Get my stream links. And there goes Brahmin. So now we're waiting on Brahmin. God, please don't make that one of these matches. God help me. I don't want to do another one of those matches. Why does it say tension still? Is that... Oh, yeah, it says tension still. Really? Come on, I changed that. Controversy. Big dummy over here. I could have swore that, I changed that after the last match and was ready to go, but here I am still with the wrong stream title. Brahma's back. Hopefully he's got everything figured out. Looks like it was just a session disconnect, not a whole entire match. Let's see. Invite to what? Oh. He doesn't need an invite here, he got back in. Alright. Sorry, start and ready. Okay, everybody's ready, let's get it on. It's going to be on Gas Station Best of 9. Please, for the love of God. Okay, good. So as I said, on the left, you have Controversy. Tonight's going to be Sure Thing on Mortar and Slaughter OP on Toxic. Ruthless going to be running Disruptor. Point Man out of Brahmin. Icy going to be coming out with the Diversionist. Young Boy Preach on Assassin, and Cannibal on Toxic, and Point Man from Frosty. I was told that the bans for this match are going to be Tech and Predator. So you will not be seeing a Tech and you will not be seeing the Pred from either team this game. Thermal Vision is going to be on the Diversionist for Icy. Steady Hands from Preach. Thermal from Toxic as well. And Steady Hands on Point. Not a single person running the good old safety first from either team. Thermal and Drone Pilot for the two drones of Controversy. And here we go. It's going to be Brahmin and Ruthless and the boys of OP over on the right side, coming straight out of the big wood line. And on the other side, left side, we're going to be having the boys of God, I keep on forgetting their name. Epo. I don't know why that's so hard for me to remember. I'll be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded. Breach is going to go ahead and take that middle map control 100%. Mortars are going to drop, and they were intended for Preach, but they're going to miss very, very wide. Preach is already opening fire on Brahmin and Ruthless out in the tree line. Takes a shot, reloads, takes a shot, reloads. Oh, crap. Drone up from the divvy. See what he sees. See, where's the outline? There we go. Took away the outline, so everything that you see running around is what he should be able to see with his drone. Gave a little bit of info, but goes ahead and drops off the drone and continues to push up. I think he has seen exactly what he needs to see and has decided to push up further into the tree line. He'll know that Ruthless is rotating over to his right before long whenever he gets into his disruptor range. Ruthless, Brahmin, Sure, and Slaughter have all rotated over to the right side. A nade onto Brahmin. Looks like they're going to go ahead and reset him. I missed the damage that was inflicted onto him. I'm guessing somebody just tapped him a few times from across the map. Who knows? Mortar up from Sure. He's going to be taking shots at the gas drone, and oh, Icy takes out Sure. Yes, they pinged out his location. Now that is one down for OP. I've got to get on the stick, on the ball, because I'm missing already too many gunfights. So that's going to be Icy over here on the right side getting marked up. He's going to have to back off. Ruthless is going to be pushing up. He's inside the disruptor range. He should see him dip back into cover. He knows that they're there, but does he know how many? Ruthless hops the fence. Brahmin's coming up the right side. Point man opens up. Ruthless starts to give chase and gets him. Icy Iron, but Cannibal there with the trade. Gets the refrag. And now Slaughter and Brahmin, last one's alive. Both of them have a little bit of damage. Preach takes out Slaughter. Last one alive is going to be Brahmin, and Brahmin gets taken out by Preach. That was a quick first round. Very aggressive from both teams. Only thing is that the boys of OP, they got a little bit of intel and they absolutely just dummy pushed. And they got a couple good kills, but the trades that the boys of Epo were able to put in there just made the push void. Null and void completely. But they're... Oh, Slaughter gonna bring out the Pathfinder though. Brahmin sticks to his point man. Ruthless gets put on Toxic, decides to drone rather than try to be the disruptor. Sure thing holds on to the mortars though. And the other side, unaffected and unfazed, have decided to take the same exact composition of classes into this round. Brahmin and Slaughter going to be running, and if I were to guess, they're going to go straight up to this main mid building. We haven't seen anybody go left yet, but here comes Frosty to make a liar of me, and Brahmin is going to be marked. It looked like he wanted to go left there for a second, but thought differently of it. Preach! We're going to have to watch out for Preach. He's going to be marked, and he's going to give him a little bit of dictator chip. A little bit of toxicity in the toxic cloud. Preach though, do they know exactly where Preach is? Both drones are in the air giving out calls. Looks like he got the mark on Icy and decided to push it, but then thought a little bit different of it. I guess maybe they pinged out Preach's location before he made a push. Preach was there. He was about to absolutely light Brahmin up. Let's look at the map control now that they've had a little bit of time. Ruthless going to be going on the yellow line flank down roadside. Where is Frosty? Oh, there's Frosty. And Cannibal right on his heels about 100 meters back. Brahmin still holds on to that mid-building. Slaughter at the rock by water tower. Sure thing. With his Willie in the dirt crawling in the back. Breach holds his position. Icy going to be pinging out locations with that divvy drone. Ruthless going to be watching for a push down the roadside on the right. Not going to be looking for a push himself just yet, but just looking for the people like Preach or Icy to make that flank like they did last round. Frosty holding his position. Brahmin has been marked. Preach takes a couple shots at him. Takes out the mortar drone as it comes in. Gas drone in the air as well. Both drones have been thrown. Here comes the push on to Preach, and Brahmin and Slaughter make the push, and Slaughter's the one who absolutely mows down Preach. They got gassed out and they made sure that they made use of it. Cannibal though, oh my goodness, Cannibal, where in the world did you just shoot him from? Across the map. That was at least 100 to 125 meter throw shot, I'd say. So now Preach and Brahmin have been traded out, making it a 3v3. Icy and Cannibal rotate back, leaving Frosty on that outer edge of the town with Slaughter, Sure, and Ruthless out in the woods. Recon tower still not available, but not really even a factor at this time because of the ability to shoot them off of it silently with that Pathfinder. Frosty gonna sit nice and still for the moment and wait for the pings to come out, which we are getting from Icy at the moment. He is in his drone. Thermal vision is activated. He's gonna be pinging out at least 2 of them, maybe even 3. And Ruthless again gonna be looking to get that reset onto Slaughter or Ruthless or Slaughter, Ruthless or Slaughter. Reset. Good lord. But now it's back to being a 4v3. They absolutely gave up the body. And now here comes Frosty with the push, gets Sure Thing, and they're just going to absolutely let him do his thing. Ruthless out there running around like a chicken with his head cut off, doesn't know what he's doing, and getting shot at from at least 3 different angles, and Frosty and Icy with the kill. Make it a 2-0 game. And they didn't even try to contest that push out of the point, man. He absolutely just ran up on him and had his way. Good grief. So far, Epo just showing some massive domination. It's only round 2, but still, those were pretty one-sided rounds there, to be honest. Ruthless going to be picking up a point man with a 8K victory. I thought he was going to be bringing out the ACR there for a second. I thought we were going to be seeing something interesting. These guys aren't exactly sure what they want to play. I mean, they're switching back and forth between assaults and drones. Nobody has a set role to play on that team just yet. But like I said, over here on the side of Epo, they had a plan and they are sticking to it because it is working. Same team or same class composition yet again. But to be fair, the boys of OP, Ruthless just got home from work. I'm sure he's just rusty and needs to get warmed up. He came into this cold. I'm sure he's about to just pop off any moment now. Ruthless looking to absolutely destroy. Look at him just pushing up right through the middle of the map, marked without a care in the world. Let him have it. Oh, now he's gassed. Now he's going to have to deal with somebody else in front of him. Here comes Preach. Preach comes out the door. He looks to kill him. He dips. He dodges back behind the cardboard. Here we go. Preach comes around the corner, and Ruthless gets absolutely destroyed. Good night. Sure Thing. Preach on a freaking roll with this assassin. He is just letting them know he is there to absolutely kill something. Brahmin's going to be going out to the right side. Slaughter holding still, but he's going to be watching the right side flank. Will he see Preach and be able to get him? Doesn't look like he's actually even looking Preach's direction. Is he going to be able to catch Preach? Icy on the flank gets Slaughter. My bad for missing out on that, but here comes Brahmin. Brahmin gets Preach on the flank, but now they know exactly where Brahmin is. He's out in the open. He's taking shots, and he's going to take a little bit of damage, and... oh, good lord. Here comes the flank, and there was no chance in hell Brahmin was going to get out of that one alive. He had nades and shots from at least 4 different angles. That is rough. I say 4 different angles. Yes, I said that wrong. There was obviously only 3 people alive, but yeah, you know. He was absolutely in a bad spot. Literally in between a rock and a hard place. You're welcome. I'm here all night. Sticking to their guns, Preach just still on that assassin that he's been absolutely destroying with. If I haven't said that enough. Ruthless going to be bringing out the assassin to try and get to the map, or middle of the map before him. Try to make something happen. Slaughter OP with the MDR, Toxic Point Man out of Brahmin, and Sure Thing going to be bringing the tank with Fighting Spirit. Everybody loves a good tank play. Here we go, Ruthless. Let's have it. He's going to be going that left side. He's got the Nikes. He's got the speed. Checks if he's over the shoulder, ADSing. Drone in the air. Got to be seeing him pushing up. Icy going to be going out to the left. Will Icy get an angle on him? Ruthless, unable to be phased, gets gassed again. And now he moves out. Icy's going to be seeing him, trying to get an angle. But Ruthless, he knows exactly where Icy is. I just know it. He's going to go Metal Gear Solid and try to hide inside of an object, but it's going to say, no thank you, I reject your offer. Now Ruthless is going to be taking shots from Icy. Icy out in the woods decides to dip down into his drone. Oh, maybe that was from across the way. That may have been Frosty on top of the building there. Ruthless, though, takes a little bit of damage, but he is unfazed. He is looking to absolutely mop up the competition, but here comes Cannibal Cadaver, and into the thing he goes, and Cannibal says, hello, how you doing? FBI, open up. He is down. Cannibal and Icy mop up Ruthless. And now we're going to be seeing another, what was that? Another gas on top of Icy, pushing him out of the woods a little ways. The drone has been taken out. Frosty on top of mid building, just hanging out up there. Takes some shots at Brahmin as he's dipping around the cover of that building. Brahmin's going to rotate to the left just a little bit, try to get an angle onto Frosty. He may actually get lucky with this. He does. Brahmin gets Frosty. Frosty was unaware that he had rotated back behind the 2-stack. Now, Frosty on top of the building is going to be a tough revive. This is making it a 3v3 now. Point Man is down for the boys of Epo. Slaughter, Brahmin, and Sure Thing. All three, though, in the same building. Noisemaker in the air looking for somebody that might be near Ruthless's body, but they're not going to be finding anybody. I don't guess they don't actually know that they've all grouped up back in the 2-stack. Reach is going to go for a revive, but is Brahmin going to allow this? Does he even see it? He doesn't see it. Gas is up, and it's not in time to get Frosty back into the fight. Point Man is back alive off the top of the roof, and now Brahmin has moved up a little ways looking to see what he can see and finds nothing but a face full of bullets being streamed his way. Noisemaker does ping out his location. Now Preach and Frosty going to be over there in mid. Going to have Slaughter and Brahmin pushing all at the same time. I guess they expected Preach maybe to be inside, throwing nades in there to try to get rid of any of his mines. Now they know exactly where Frosty is. Frosty gets picked off by Brahmin in the open, and now Slaughter and Preach are going at it, and Slaughter comes out on top. Preach gets killed by Slaughter. The Toxic is not going to make it out of there alive. Icy gets him as he comes out of the building. And here's Icy, takes out Sure Thing as he rotates back with that tank. Fighting Spirit wasn't enough to save him. Now Brahmin forced to rotate back over towards Ruthless's body. Going to be giving up every single body that they had on the ground. It's going to be a 4v2 very soon. Ruthless is going to be brought back into the fight to clutch this round for his team. 100%. Icy going to be moving back to the 2-stack, decides to hop the window, gets back in and revive. Here's the 4v2 situation. Epo, they've got manpower, they've got health versus a Point Man who's basically 2-tap, 1-tap, depending on where you hit him. Ruthless, half health, just past it actually, 65% is going to be droned out automatically. They know he's in that little shack. Puts down a mine just for safe measure, has 8 rounds in the mag and 115 left in reserve. Puts down 2 mines. He made sure he signed it, and he gets tagged by Preach and Cannibal as he rotates away from the building that he was marked in. Now Brahmin and Ruthless low on health. surrounded on all sides. Cannibal's going to rotate back out and to the left, I'm pretty sure is what his plan is. It is. He's going to go all the way around, and soon we're going to have a full surround on Brahmin and Ruthless. Cannibal continues to circle around. Frosty decides to push up. He doesn't have... Oh, yeah. Okay. Yes, he does. He sees it. I don't think he actually had safety first on. If he did, then I missed it. Here comes the gas. They push out, and here comes the kill on the Ruthless. And Brahmin soon to follow. He is surrounded on all sides. There it is. Cannibal picks up Brahmin. Round number 4 goes to the boys of Epo. Oof. Brahmin's putting in a lot of work for these boys with that point, man. He's got a little bit of help from Slaughter with that Pathfinder from last round, but I feel like that round was, oof. That was a lot of point, man. Then the Toxic running out and actually getting preached. That was pretty big. But the fact that they had to absolutely give up every single bit of their map control on those bodies, that sealed the deal for that round. That was rough. Very, very rough. Did all that work just to give up the map control because he had Icy on one side and then the other guy on the other side as well. That's tough. That is really, really tough. Brahmin back on point, man. Again, sure thing on the mortar. Gas drone from Slaughter, and Ruthless decides to pick up the tank instead. And we're going to have Preach back on the Assassin. Frosty point, man. Icy on that Divvy, and Cannibal back on the gas. Preach ignores the gas, runs right through it, takes the mid-map control. And he's going to have nobody in front of him just yet. Ruthless is going to be marked, and he's going to be holding off just past the point where he usually goes. Could potentially see him go out to the billboard. They're expecting somebody to be at the dumpsters. I guess they thought Preach might have gotten a little bit more aggressive and pushed up that far. Ruthless is going to be holding his position still across from the billboard on their side. Watching that left side flank. I don't think he got there in time to see Frosty, though. But maybe he did, and he's going to have Mortar drone him out. Frosty going to be moving back. Maybe he's scared that the Mortar might actually see him and he get some lucky shots put onto his location. He's going to go ahead and go prone and maybe wait for the next available drone after gas goes down. They may have expected that gas drone to come up soon after the Mortar did. Gas drone is going to be looking for Preach. Looks like he took some shots from Brahmin over at the gas station. Doesn't look like any of them connected, as the only damage that is still on him is the damage that was from the gas drone itself. Now they have an idea of where Brahmin is, and they might make a push onto his location. Nobody is over there to help Brahmin, but a point man versus a pretty nice little assassin alone. I'd put my money on that point man. No, you suck, Inhuman. You suck. Fight me. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Icy gonna have a great line of sight on Brahmin. He puts some massive shots onto the point man now. Icy and Preach gonna be pushing in on that, and Icy manages to get him before the assassin gets there. That was a great read of where Brahmin was and where everybody else was. They had a good idea of where that he was alone and made the push onto his body for sure. That's a good and easy first pick for the boys of Epo. Cannibal standing right in the middle of the map, not given a care in the world, not even scared. Slaughter, sure thing. Ruthless hanging out right by billboard, hanging out and just waiting for these guys to make a push onto him. Point man decides to take some shots. Looks like it could have been intended for Ruthless. Nade goes in. Is that... They're going to go for Ruthless. Gas is going to go ahead and put some extra damage onto that Toxic, but here comes Frosty. Frosty coming right down the freaking way like a freight train. Throws some nades, throws some gas, and now Ruthless has to vacate his area. and it goes for the billboard just to find Frosty there waiting. And now Sure Thing is going to be taken up by Icy. And there you go. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a 5-0 from the boys of Epo. That's their second 5-0 of the night. Essentially, these boys came in hot tonight. 2 5-0s, that's got to feel good. 0-5 for Sure Thing. 2-6 for Slaughter and Brahmin with a 3-6. That's a rough. 7-1 out of Icy. 4-3 from Preach. 5-0 from Cannibal. 5-2 from Frosty. Ooh. I'm glad that this game at least came to be a 4v4, because there for a long time we thought that it was going to be a 3v4 for the boys of OP. That's rough. But having Ruthless coming in cold, that was just an absolute game killer for the boys of OP. GG's everybody, hope you all enjoyed the cast. There will be more to come, I assure you. Until that time comes, everybody have a great night. See y'all and enjoy your Memorial Day, and don't forget what it's for. Remember the fallen.